Hello, welcome back to the channel, Flesh of the Father. Today I wanted to do a video actually looking back at all the COVID idiocy. This came because I saw a video yesterday of some of the stuff from COVID. I thought, let me do a video actually looking back just to see how crazy it was. And we can learn a lesson by looking back for people to see how we were deceived and how stupid a lot of people were to believe a lot of the stuff that happened. And now we look back, now that things are back to normal, how stupid and how illogical a lot of the things were. And not only that, I think there's a key lesson to be learned here in what I'm going to talk about now as well, is that there is also a lot of stupid conspiracy theories that came out. So it's a very important lesson to not believe all the stupid lies you're being told and certain actual conspiracies going on, but also don't believe the conspiracy theorists because they always over exaggerate and make up silly conspiracies. So in this video, I'm going to go through the stupid stuff that we were fed, which was a load of rubbish and illogical, but also the stupid stuff that the conspiracy theorists came up with. And when we look back and see how wrong they all were, we'll learn valuable lessons of who we should look to for information and how we should not be deceived. Okay, let's go. Okay, so the first part is the perplex walls that they had in supermarkets. Now, the stupidness of this perplex wall, which was only a few feet long, the idea that a virus couldn't get round a perplex walls, it was just all for show and a complete waste of time, effort and money. And looking back now, we can see the absolute stupidity of it all. Number two is when you would watch TV, and they also told us to do it at work and stuff, is sit 5 feet away from each other. So a virus is going to be less potent if you sit an extra 3 feet away. Again, stupidity, all for show, all for conditioning, and makes zero sense. And the next one, this is actually my favorite one. It's that you can take your masks off when you're eating. And it's the absolute stupidity of this thing that this is what really annoyed me at the time. I could see it. Like I worked in a supermarket on part-time, and I would work down my aisle all night on my own. And they'd be saying, put your mask on, put your mask on. And I'm literally on my own in a 20, 30 meter space for the majority of the night. And I'm forced to wear my mask. And then I can go up to lunch in the canteen with 30 people and I can take my mask off. See the absolute illogicality or stupidity of it all. I'm on my own and they're forcing me to wear a mask, but I go up with 30, 40 people around me in tight space. And yeah, take your mask off, no problem. The virus won't attack you when you're eating. And look back now, you see how stupid it is and how we were dumb to follow it. Now, I didn't follow most of the rules, or I didn't want to. Some of them I had to follow because if you don't follow them, you get sacked. And to be fair to my managers and stuff at work, I said to one of them, I said, do you not see the stupidity of it all? And he says, yes, I do. But the problem is the health and safety would come into our store at night or in the day, check the cameras. And if people weren't wearing their masks, then they would get fined. The store would get fined and managers could potentially lose their job. So that's how they use control. They put pressures on. The powers that be put pressures on people. So we're forced to obey. Okay, number 4 is to do with the treatments. We were told they're going to be 100% effective. And if you take the treatments, you won't pass on the disease to anyone. Because I remember I knew it was rubbish from the first few weeks, and I knew I wasn't going to take any treatments because there's no point for me, a healthy, reasonably young man, to take them. And the one thing they tried to get us with is, well, yes, you're going to be fine, but if you take the procedure, it means that you won't pass it on to the vulnerable people. And that I can sort of understand makes sense, even though I was never going to take it in a million years. At least that made some logical sense, but it was just a complete lie to try and guilt trip people into it. So most people didn't really want to take it, but they were bullied into it because you lose your job, you won't be able to go on holiday, you won't be able to go into the pub, or be nice and protect the people. It may not help you, but it will help the community, which was another lie and a load of rubbish. So that's the next point. And one more point is just as we started opening lockdown, you notice how they care so much about our health that they kept the gyms shut, but McDonald's is open. So you see how they really care about our health. Go and eat a load of McDonald's, get fat and unhealthy, but we're going to shut the gyms. We're going to keep the gyms shut because that's bad for you, going and working out and exercising. Again, just total stupidity. Okay, so that's the 5 COVID stupid rules that, looking back, we can see how stupid it is. Next, I'm going to go into the stupid conspiracy theories that people came up with, and we can learn from that. Let's get into the next points. Okay, so the conspiracy theories, these are ones that I heard about as obviously sitting at home, just not doing much. So you look into what's going on in the world, and these are some of the conspiracies that people came up with that, looking back, were a load of rubbish. Okay, so the first one is there was this idea going around that the treatments were giving people AIDS. I think they called it VAIDS or VAERS or something like that. And obviously complete rubbish. And also that the treatments, that people were saying the treatments have got something in them. And once they turn on the 5G, it's going to kill all the people who took the treatment. Again, looking back, stupidity. We got 5G now. People are not dying. So, do not believe those stupid conspiracy theories. Next one is, the second one is that the treatments was the mark of the beast. One main thing is the mark of the beast is just a sort of, it's a conspiracy theory in and of itself, because all these so-called revelations were supposed to have happened during Jesus' time. So I've done videos on that before. You can check them out. But basically, it was just a load of rubbish. It's not the mark of the beast. And it's just a load of conspiracy theory nonsense. I think most of Bible revelation, the way people look at it, that's basically a conspiracy theory. It's stuff that we shouldn't be worried about. It keeps you in fear, and it makes you paranoid, and you don't want to be paranoid. When you're with the Father, you want to have spiritual discernment and you have peace. Okay, the next conspiracy theory, I remember at the time, a lot of the credible doctors as well. I think Robert Malone was one. There was another Asian guy on YouTube. They were pretty credible, and I'm not sure Robert Malone necessarily said this, but the other one did, or he may have been Dutch. It was basically saying within 3 years, all the people that took the treatment would be dropping, like the majority would be dropping dead. I remember thinking at the time, oh, this seems a bit mental. Like, so most of my family and friends took it. I was thinking, really, are they all going to be dead within 3 years? And again, it was a load of rubbish. We're a good few years out, and there certainly is problems, but nothing compared to what these crazy conspiracy theories go on about. Okay, and the next and final one is, I remember when monkeypox came around, there was a little bit of monkeypox going about, and again, the conspiracy theorists come out saying, oh, the people who took the treatments, in the treatments, monkeypox has been activated, so the monkeypox isn't a pandemic. It's just that people who took the treatments are getting monkeypox because it was put into the treatments and to kill them even more. Again, made up, baseless accusations, not backed by any truth. Okay, so again, just as the COVID stupid rules and stupid stuff, we also need to understand that the conspiracy theorists throw us off the track as well. They just they live in a state of paranoia and they don't live in truth. And this doesn't deny the fact that there is a conspiracy and was a conspiracy theory going, but the conspiracy theory is mainly about money and power and control of the people. So make no mistake, I'm fully aware that there is a conspiracy. But the problem is, you get conspiracy theorists who believe everything is a conspiracy. They're hyper paranoid. And I think that may be part of the awakening. But they make the people who understand the real conspiracy, they make us look stupid. So when you go to your friends and say, do you not see that they're trying to put us into a communist style system, and you try to tell the true conspiracy, they can discredit us by saying, yeah, but you believe the treatments are going to give AIDS and they're going to activate 5G. So it makes the people who are trying to expose the real conspiracy, it makes them look crazy and stupid. And to be fair, as I said, it is part of the awakening. And when I was waking up, I got into a lot of these theories, and you know, you sound crazy like Candace Owens now. A lot of the people who are waking up accuse, you know, every woman on the left is a tranny. You know, every celebrity is a clone. You know, they start believing flat earth and all this stuff. And everybody in Hollywood is a Satanist and, you know, all this crazy stuff. And it's nowhere near as bad as what you think, but there is definitely a conspiracy going on to control and power us into a communist style system. And an example of someone who's good is Dr. John Campbell. Okay, the doctor, he was very naive at the beginning and believed everything he was told. But what he did well at is he simply, every day he was doing videos on facts and evidence, providing real details and truths to expose the real conspiracy. He wasn't falling off onto these weird things that there was no actual basis for us to know and believe it. He was providing hard evidence of, well, we were told that the treatments would be 100% effective when they were 90, then they're 70%, then they're 50%. So we can factually see that they were lies, and we can factually see that when they said, if we take the treatments, you won't pass it on, it was all lies. We have the proof and the evidence. And that's one way we can, that's better than just believing stupid conspiracies. Okay, so that's the point of the video. Again, do not believe the powers that be and the media and all the stupid stuff they made us do. And also, do not fall into the trap of believing in all the conspiracy theorists. Trust no one, have discernment. And the more you spiritually evolve, the more you'll receive discernment from the spirit rather than the world. And be careful who you listen to. Doubt everything. Okay, so that's the point of my video today. If you have any stupid rules that you also would like to add, put them in the comments below. Like the video if you like it, subscribe for more, share it with people so they can see the stupidity and the lessons we can learn. And God bless everyone. Goodbye.